Keith posted an anti-pride tweet and it hit off at his workplace. Let's get into it. He did, however, only win on indirect discrimination. Keith was a member of the evangelical church, which said that it was their responsibility to preach to non-Christians and spread the word to Christians to follow the Bible. Keith said that he reserved the right to be unequivocal in publicly stating the Christian doctrine to various issues, some of which may be unpopular. Keith wasn't just a pastor, he also took up a position as caretaker at the Isle of Ely Primary School. Part of the school's policies said that any behaviour inside or outside of work could mean that they were dismissed. And their social media policy explicitly said that you could not deliberately view, copy or circulate any material that is homophobic. And you could not damage the school's reputation on social media at work or in your own time. And that this could potentially be gross misconduct. Central to Keith's beliefs were that marriage is a lifelong union between one man and one woman. Keith said he and the church fundamentally disagreed with the Pride movement and everything it stands for, and that they are diametrically opposed to Christian sexual ethics. So he posted a tweet on his Twitter saying that Christians should not support Pride. And that tweet got a lot of backlash. And that tweet was shared in a Parents of the School Facebook group, which was an unofficial group. Keith actually received hate mail to his home about this tweet. And the school received 3 formal complaints. And this meant that the school had to investigate it as part of their policy. So the school sent Keith a letter saying that he was being investigated for misconduct or gross misconduct. Instead of suspending Keith, they just moved him to non-parent facing activities. And Keith actually covertly recorded the meeting, which the tribunal actually questioned him on. Keith did accept that the tweets could have had an impact on the school. And as a result of the investigation, the school said that this needed to go to disciplinary. At that point, Keith said that he wasn't coming back to the school as it was untenable for him. And Keith then chose to resign. And the recording of the meeting actually backfired because the tribunal saw that he was being obstructive and argumentative. Keith actually only ended up with a final written warning. They said the tweet was highly inappropriate and offensive. Keith then appealed the decision, and the appeal was dismissed. Tribunal accepted that Keith is a Christian and he has his beliefs. However, the entire contents of the tweets could be views that could be said to be religious neutral belief, and that the complaints weren't about his Christian beliefs, but they were about the avoidance of the events by the LGBTQ community. And so as a result, he wasn't less favourably treated. And so therefore, he wasn't the victim of a discriminatory campaign of hatred because of his belief. However, had he have resigned when the final written warning was imposed, he may have had a case for constructive dismissal. And so as there has been no dismissal, he lost his claims for direct and indirect discrimination. However, the fact that the tweet was made outside of working hours on his personal account and it was directly related to his role as a minister was important. But he did win his indirect discrimination claim because of the disciplinary hearing. So we'll wait to see how much he gets.